Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Saturday, February the 2nd, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, it's Super Bowl weekend, so everybody's talking about the Super Bowl, and I'm going to make a prediction here at the end of the video. But it's just been amazing to watch how this game has grown, and they're going to play number 53 this year, and I've watched all of the other 52, which makes me feel, I guess, a little old. What can I tell you? But it was that very first game. I remember that the very first game. It was not called the Super Bowl back then. It was called the NFL AFL Championship game between Green Bay and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I remember that game quite well. Max McGee, as I recall, of the Packers, had a great game. Bart Starr, I think, was the MVP. So it was a big day for the Packers. In fact, the first two Super Bowls went to the Packers. They beat the Chiefs and they beat the Raiders pretty easily in those two first games, and then everything changed with Super Bowl III, or the third game. Now, again, it was not called the Super Bowl back then. The third game, and that's when Namath and the Jets of the AFL upset the Colts of the NFL, and that was a real between the eyes shock for the NFL. And nobody was expecting that. Nobody was expecting that upset. I mean, the so-called experts had the Colts winning by a lot of points. And, everything changed that day because the AFL got a lot of respect. They came back, by the way. People forget this, but the AFL came back in the fourth game, what we now call Super Bowl IV. They came back in the fourth game and they also beat the NFL that day. That's when the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Minnesota Vikings. So all of a sudden, I think both leagues realized that it was time to merge. They did. And in the 1970s, there was a bunch of good games. To me, the two biggest highlights had to be the Steelers and the Cowboys, particularly number 13, when the Steelers and the Cowboys were right down to the last few seconds, and the Steelers won. But it was a great rivalry, some great games between the Steelers and the Cowboys. In the 1980s, there was a game between the Dolphins and the 49ers, Marino versus Montana. They were like the two young quarterbacks of the moment. But then after that, it seemed like the Super Bowl became one blowout after another, And the NFC just kept blowing out the AFC teams. It was really sad to watch. There was a mismatch. I think a lot of people lost interest in the Super Bowl, but it kind of came back. It came back with the Patriots and the Colts, and the Steelers also made a comeback over the last 15 years. And now I think there's more balance and more expectation about the game. But it has really become the most important sporting event in the United States and around the world too. A lot of people follow it around the world. My prediction, I think the Patriots are going to win. Not because I'm a big Patriots fan. I actually think the Rams are a very good young team, and they could win. But I think the Patriots are ultimately going to win because of Tom Brady. I think that experience, that maturity that he brings to the game, having done this as many times before, I just think Brady is I'm not going to say a magician, but he's pretty good at it. And I just think that's going to be the winning factor. Brady is going to somehow pull this out, and it'll be number 6 for Brady. What happens after that? Is Brady going to continue playing? I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. But this run by the Patriots it's just absolutely amazing. And I just, no matter what happens tomorrow, of course, the Patriots have had a great run. Again, the Rams could win. They have a very good young team, and they seem to be playing quite well. But I'm just going to give it to the Patriots because of Tom Brady and that experience that he has playing in these games. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my blog. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. And may the best team win. If you're a Rams fan, I didn't mean to upset you with my prediction, but I think the Patriots are going to win. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.